Christianity has a rich tradition in China dating back 1,500 years. And after surviving the Cultural Revolution, Chinese Protestant churches are now growing at a phenomenal rate. The outstanding history of Chinese Christianity was recently on display at the First United Methodist Church in a traveling exhibit called Thy Word is Truth. To learn more, we welcome Bishop Hee-Soo Jung from the Northern Illinois Conference of the United Methodist Church. And we also welcome Reverend Gao Feng, president of the China Christian Council. And we welcome Reverend Kan Baoping, the China Christian Council's General Secretary. Welcome. Thank you all for coming and joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Bishop Jung, let's start with you. You visited churches in China. What were some of your impressions of Chinese Christians?
Twice I've been in China for a short time, but I've been welcomed by the many Christians in China. The impression was that such a rapid growing, but lots of the movement with the spirit feared. So it was amazing that I've been inspired by the Christianity, their own solidarity and witness and involvement in the whole society.
Reverend Gao, can you speak a little about the growing number of Christians in China? I heard over 20 million Protestants now. Is that about right? Or?
Yeah, after the so-called Cultural Revolution, so in early 1980s, so in the last more than 30 years, the church in China has had a very rapid resumption and development. So every year, more than 400,000 new believers to get baptized to join the church. So there are now more than 20 million Christians, Protestant church members. So, and also the number of churches has also increased very quickly.
Reverend Kan, what are some of the differences worshiping in China versus worshiping with Christians here in the United States?
Yes, by and large, the church in China is in post-denominational stage. That means that we don't have structural denominations, but Christians and churches still have some denominational background or characteristics. So if you go to different churches, you can see different style of liturgies and worships. That's probably difference. And also, the biggest difference is that we don't have denominations.
What is the China Christian Council? Introduce us to what that is about.
I think since Cultural Revolution that it become a post-denominationalism, which is all one under their, the cultural three self-governing, self-governing, self-supporting, self-propagating. And those, principles that gathered of all different denominations, which is even our church been mission in China 100 years. So they're working together with such a rapid change in the society, at the maintaining that what Chinese cultural, that flavor can adding into the gospel witness. I think that's what I'm taking it. And because it's such a big land, there are lots of the different groups that's a kind of a religious history of China. So even some orthodoxy, heterodoxy, there has been many historical struggle. So with this CCC, within that umbrella, they are continually, gathered up the community for the right and relevant message to the world. I think that's what I learned. Yeah.
China Christian Council was founded in 1980. So the main responsibilities of CCC is to do the theological education. We have 21 theological seminaries and Bible schools. So, and also to do the pastoral ministry and also the Bible ministry. That means, so CCC has made a great efforts to publish, so to print the Bible. So this is very important for the Chinese church. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been twice in the various seminaries, especially Nanjing Union National Seminary, in a classroom setting, and I met many students who were very bilingual, so they are able to speak in English, so I can communicate with them. And they're from the many rural community, also in the city and the suburban area. And I see there's such a passion and eagerness to be equipped and then be a passing, the gospel into the world. I saw the same struggle we have here because we have so many fear about a few worker, and we need more seminary and more church worker to be trained and send it out. And so I kind of see the parallel with that CCC working with the seminary community and larger community. And I think we are in different place, but we are journeying in the similar context and challenge. That's I saw.
Reverend Gao, I'd like to start with you. I'm interested to hear about your journey in becoming a Christian.
Okay, so actually I was born in a 4-generation Christian family. So that was before 1949. So my grandparents' parents, they were very good Christians. So, but they belonged to a church called Jesus Family Church. That was a kind of indigenous church in northern part of China. So, because I'm born in a Christian family, so later got baptized, and then went to the seminary. Nanjing Union Theological Seminary to study theology there, and then back to the church in Shandong province to serve the church there, and then became a pastor. So I'm here now.
So born into the Christian, the Protestant Christian tradition.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
And also that Reverend Cao Feng is president of the Nanjing Union Theological Seminary right now in the office as a president of the CCC. So he's engaging with this seminary community and the Christianity together. So quite a responsibility. Yes.
That's right. And Reverend Khan, what about you? Tell us your journey in Christianity.
Well, my experience is similar to Reverend Gao's because I'm also born in a Christian family, but that doesn't mean I'm born Christian. Yeah, and my parents told me the Bible stories and they told me what being Christian mean to me, and so in those few years they just gave me quite impact. So then after I graduated from universities, and my dad encouraged me to go to seminary to study. Then finally said, well, go and serve the Lord. So then I worked for the church and for the seminary. Finally, I was ordained as pastor.
Bishop Zheng, Reverend Gao, Reverend Khan, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your stories with us today. I'm Leanne Nolan for the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.